Let's work. Yo, it's go time, showtime, never backing down time. One shot, yo, make it count, yo. Crunch time, shine time, make this moment my time. Get a grip, yo, ready, set, go.
Hey guys, Jaime, Eufemia here, Family First Life National. And today we're going to talk a little bit about some common objections that people get on the phone and how to overcome them. And the first thing I want to talk a little bit about before I even get to handling these common objections that people may get as they're setting appointments is that anything that you say with confidence and with direction is going to be taken that way. So what I mean by that is when you're setting appointments, your body language is going to dictate what's coming out of your mouth and how it's coming out of your mouth. So a lot of times people get a lot of objections because of the things that they're doing or their posture when they're setting appointments. So I'm going to recommend some tips here when you're setting appointments before I even get into some common objections and how to handle them. So first thing that I want you to do when you're going to set appointments is obviously you have a positive mental attitude, but you need to actually have a good posture, meaning sit up straight, shoulders back, be very direct, but in a way that's casual, right? Casually direct. And so when you're casually direct, meaning like things that you say aren't a big deal, it's very casual, but it's very direct and in control. And so a lot of times when you're casual, direct, and in control, you tend to get less objections anyway. So we are going to cover objections. That's the nature of this podcast right now. But to eliminate some of the objections that you get, let's play the game and stack the deck in our favor. Sit up, put your shoulders back, sound very direct and control, but casual in a way that people feel comfortable with you. Okay, so that's the start of being able to overcome objections. Let's try not to get as many, right? So a few common objections that we're going to cover right now. The first one that we're going to cover is I'm not interested. We're going to also cover I already took care of it. And then we're going to cover I don't have time, right? Because those are the three that we typically get. And sometimes when we get the not interested, that does mean that they already took care of it. So I'm going to kind of swivel that one and show you exactly how to handle it. So first and foremost, when you're saying the script, I always tell people, don't leave any awkward pauses for people to actually slip in there and say something that you're not prepared for. So when you're saying the script, you're going to say the full script, and the scripts are everywhere out there on YouTube and all of these podcasts, on our agent hub, all everywhere. So we don't need to cover the script. But what I do want to cover is making sure that when you're saying the script, that you're not pausing long enough for someone to slip in there and say something that you're not prepared for. Meaning, we don't need to pause to wait for affirmation for anything of which we're saying. We're just going to move right on through. The only time we're pausing is when we're asking them at the end, are they working, retired, or disabled? So we're saying the entire script, and then at the end right there, we say, so are you working, retired, disabled? And we say it in a way just like that, where it's like I'm almost lending the conversation back to them. So are you working, retired, disabled? I don't sound very proper. I sound casual, direct, in control, right? And now I'm basically lending it over, and now they're able to speak. Before that, I'm not lending the conversation to them. They're not able to speak at that time. So now they're going to answer that question most of the time, because to say anything other than what one of those answers is would be awkward. But if they do, like let's just say, are you working, retired, disabled? They may say, oh, no, I'm not interested anymore. Okay, what happened? Again, listen to my inflections and my voice and how it sounds direct but casual. Okay, what happened? It sounds like a telemarketer isn't going to say, okay, what happened? A salesperson isn't going to say what happened. A salesperson usually goes right to, oh, well, did you get a quote? Well, how much was it? Well, maybe I have 15 different carriers. And it starts to sound really salesy. But if you just say point blank, okay, what happened? Now, this lends the conversation back to them, and I'm waiting for a response of what actually happened as to why they're saying they're not interested. So at that point in time, they might tell me they already took care of it. It was too expensive. Someone already came out. They have work insurance. They might tell me any of those few things. which leads me now to I already took care of it. So if they say they already took care of it or they have work insurance, I'm going to cover both of those next. So if they already took care of it, it's real simple. Okay, Miss Mary, no worries. Just have that thing out. We'll take a look at it when I come by to go through the information with you. Like I said, it only takes about 10, 15 minutes. So are you working, retired, or disabled? Very simple. And see how it's very casual. Have that thing out, right? Not like, okay, well, have your insurance policy out, Miss Mary, and we will see if we can beat the price. No, that's not how it's done. Just have that thing out. We'll take a look at it, make sure it's a proper plan. Anyway, so our mornings or afternoons going to be better for you. See, as soon as I address the objection or concern, I have to move right back into the set, which is, are you working, retired, or disabled? Mornings, afternoons going to be better for you. Are you 9 to 5, Monday through Friday? See, there's lots of different ways to ask them about their schedule. So that way we can get them on a time slot that's convenient for both of us. So again, they already took care of it. Perfect. Have that thing out. We'll make sure you got the proper plan. So our mornings or afternoons going to be better for you. Let's say that they're not interested because now they have work insurance, right? Work insurance is a very easy thing. Oh, perfect. Work insurance. Okay. Yeah, Miss Mary, work insurance is much like a company car. If you leave, they keep the car, kind of like work insurance. If you leave, they keep the insurance. So we just need to make sure you have something you own. Anyway, our mornings or afternoons going to be better for you. The transition word is anyway, and then it's right back to the set, which is mornings or afternoons, working, retired, disabled. You work Monday through Friday. Are you an early riser? You wake up late. See, there's lots of different ways to get back to the set. Okay. The last one that I like to cover, because a lot of times when people are brand new and they're making phone calls and someone says they can't talk right now, they immediately say they're going to call them back. And what happens is when you go to try to call them back, now they know your phone number, and so they won't answer you because they don't think they're going to die tomorrow, but they want life insurance. See, that's the tricky thing about life insurance. No one thinks they're going to die tomorrow or get sick or ill tomorrow, but they all want life insurance. So it's our job to put a little bit of pressure on them because they've already raised their hand and asked for insurance. But we need to put a little bit of pressure on them to make sure that tomorrow, they understand tomorrow isn't promised. That's why we're putting the pressure on them to make sure that I need to see them tomorrow. Okay? So if they tell me they don't have time to talk right now, I need to speed up my tempo. And I need to rest them assured it's only going to take me about 2 seconds because I just have to get them on my schedule to go through the information. So like, oh no, I'm at work right now, I can't talk. Or, oh no, I'm driving right now, I can't talk. See, if they answered their phone, they can talk for 2 seconds. Because if I can't talk on my phone, I don't answer it. Like if I'm in a meeting and I can't talk, I'm not going to answer. But if I can talk, and at least for 2 seconds, I'm going to answer my phone. Right? So that's all. So no worries, Miss Mary. I don't need to do it right now. I just need about 2 seconds. So are you working right now? Retired? Disabled? See, if they tell me they don't have time to do it right now, I rest them assured casually. It's no big deal. And now I got to get straight back to letting them know it's just going to take me 2 seconds and I need to find out what time they're typically home. So I'm driving right now. I can't talk. Oh, no worries, Miss Mary. I just need about 2 seconds with you. What time are you typically home? Okay. Do you work? Yeah. Okay. So it's just finding out. They don't know that I'm finding out what their schedule looks like because I need to come to the house yet. But that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm kind of like herding cattle. I'm getting them to a place where I need them to be. And then I'm going to tell them what time I'm coming over. So very simple. You don't have to know all these different ways to handle objections. You get the same ones pretty much every single time. They're not interested. They already took care of it. They already took care of it thinking they have work insurance or they just can't talk right now. Those are the only ones that we get. And most of these you can use intertwine, right? You don't have to feel like you have to have this master book of how to handle everything that somebody's going to say because they pretty much all say the exact same thing. But remember what I said in the beginning of this podcast. Make sure that you have good posture, you sound confident, but casual and very direct. And I promise you, it'll help make you set some more appointments. Thanks, guys.